everybody, welcome to another video. We've got to Stanton Moor today in Derbyshire. Going to take a look so we can find the Nine Ladies Circle up the top of the hill, and there's quite a bit of woodland around there with some interesting features, so we're going to see what we can find. So come along and we'll take a look. So it does look quite busy out on the moor today. There's quite a lot of people around, sort of walking, a few joggers around, a few dog walkers. So what we're going to do, I'm going to head up towards the stone circle now. I know there's a bit of woodland around the area, so I'm going to see what I can find. And hopefully we'll get out of the wind as well, because it is quite hard conditions up at the top of here, but we're at quite an altitude, so it's to be expected really. So we made it up onto the moors and spotted this lovely tree. If you just spin around, you can actually have a look at it. Get the sun out of my eyes a little bit. Basically, I've got silver birch behind me. Going to try and set up a background of sort of the peaks in the background. You can just about make out Kindscout right in the distance. But I'm going to try for that, so I can find out. Go for a shot of about f11, and it comes out about sort of 160th of a second, so it's quite bright today. ISO 200. But I'll pop the shot up now. Let me know what you think. As this is the first time I've actually been up to Stanton Moor, it's actually quite nice to actually see what's around and sort of use a bit of a scouting trip. I think definitely October time, when the heather's in bloom, will be really, really nice out here. There's some great silver birch around as well. And we've spotted a bit of a woodland over there that we're going to actually head towards, and I think we'll get some nice shots out there, so come and have a look. So I've made it down into the woods where the silver birch are. I've been having a bit of a look round. There's some really nice trees around actually. So I can have a bit of a dig in there so I can find some shots. I'll put them up now, let me know what you think in the comments. So I made it up to the Nine Ladies Stone Circle. Legend has it that the Nine Ladies were dancing on the Sabbath, and that's why they were turned to stone. So how true that is, you can never tell, but you can't really argue with legends now, can you? Yeah, one thing that I do run each weekend on Twitter is a hashtag group called Black and White Macro. Basically the idea is you take a black and white macro shot or a close-up shot if you haven't got macro gear and just share it out there using the hashtag. Now it's actually been quite popular, but every weekend obviously I'm out and about always looking for different shots, so pop a couple of the shots up that I managed to get today for you so you can have a look. And like I say, if you're on Twitter, look up the hashtag. I'll put the hashtag down in the description as well so you can have a look at it. But like I say, join in, it's a great community that we've got going on and it's well worth having a look and see if you can sort of get involved with it. So just down the hill from the stone circle is what's known as Old Grey Tower. Now it's nothing to do with a cup of tea as far as I know, but It's all blocked off now, but it's a lovely bit of architecture on there. So I'm going to try and get a few black and white shots. I'll pop them up now for you. So we're walking down the lane through my grey tower and just spotted this fence post down here, and pan down to it for you. An absolutely fantastic clump of lichen and a bit of moss on there. Go grab some macro shots and I'll pop those up on the screen now for you. Now, one thing I don't tend to do a lot on the vlogs is the bit where you don't get the photographer who'll like walk past the camera, go off into the distance, tells you a bit of a story about what's going on. Now, actually out today with Scott Lyons. I'll put a link to his channel below. But he's actually just done a section of that, and he's actually called it the photographer walk of shame, because basically you see all the nice bits where it's all sort of very pretty, and it tells the story about walking through a landscape. What you don't see is the bit after that where you've got to run back half a mile, grab your camera, get all your gear, and then start going again. Obviously we're on a scouting trip today, so it's just a bit of fun, but like I say, that's generally why I don't tend to do very much of it. So I've meant to do something like this for a while. It's just basically a what's in my bag sort of thing, but at the moment I'm travelling quite light, so I've got quite a big thumb injury and I can't really carry the big stuff around. So what I've got, a little side bag with lots of compartments, great for batteries, memory cards. But what I just happen to have in here is my Olympus OMD EM1 Mark 1 with the 30mm macro on. It's ideal, just carry it around, weighs absolutely nothing, but it's great for taking the macro shots. Not great for video, this one, which is why I ended up going for the Mark 2, but I'll show you that in a second. But with the 30mm macro on, you can get some fantastic tight shots. I mean, the minimal focusing distance on this is that far away from the lens. It's ridiculously good for it. So it's perfect for the really tight macro shots. You can get some really expressive shots from it. It's just a fantastic little camera. Like I say, really light, it's ideal. Like I say, especially with an injury like that, makes it a lot easier to carry things around. Now I'll just grab the other part. Which is the other main camera, the EM1 Mark II from Olympus. Now, use this for video as well, so that's got a copy of a Rode video mic on top. I'm running the 14 to 150 lens, which is full frame equivalent to 28 to 300. So I've got a good range. The clarity's not bad on it at all. It's certainly not up there as far as sort of the Canon L lens I normally use, but it's plenty good enough for going out and about, and especially on a scouting trip like we're on today. But the beauty about this is it's great for video. Generally don't tend to do the 4K videos, just because it takes up massive hard drive space. Most of the people that watch a video, they'll watch it on the phone. They don't need a 4K signal, they don't need 8K signal. So I just generally don't bother with it, so I just stick to full HD. But it's a great camera. Stills are absolutely stunning on it. The inbuilt stability on this blows anything else I've used away. It's absolutely stunning. Certainly with this lens on, I can handheld anything up to a second, which is absolutely ridiculous really. But great cameras. But as a general sort of going out and about, I don't know what sort of shots I'm going to take. I'll pop this in the bag, I'll pop the Mark 1 in the bag and just carry it around. Now that's got a capture clip on here. It's not the Peak Design one, because frankly I think they're a bit too expensive for what they are, but a general copy, and I can just drop that straight on there. I know it's secure, straight to hand, and I have no problem with it at all. But the beauty of it is, these cameras are light enough that I can use just a side bag, don't really weigh anything at all, and drop it on there without any sort of real issue at all. About the only sort of downside that I do have with the Olympus is the fact that occasionally I do struggle with the focusing. Now, it's something that you do tend to find a lot with a lot of mirrorless systems, and it's not just exclusive to Olympus. Especially if I'm sort of focusing on something that's sort of in the mid-ground, say, and that moves. So gust of wind sort of moves it out of the way of the focus point. If I've got it on full-time autofocus, so if, let's say, there's a bird just sat there and it moves, it'll then try and lock focus behind it, and if it comes back into the frame, trying to get that to re-lock on can be really awkward. You have to like pre-focus further forward, then go again, it'll pick it up fine. I'd say it's not exclusive to the Olympus. That happens a lot with mirrorless focusing systems. I'm hoping with the new AI systems as they come on song, they'll do more of the recognition side of it, and that problem will go away. But until then, I'm still happy with it. Yeah, certainly for general use, it's an absolutely brilliant camera. So if you ever sort of on the market for something like this, it's well worth a look. They're so light and so powerful. The price, we compare them to a lot of the pro grade stuff, it isn't bad at all. So a little bit of a rundown for you anyway. So I'm gonna carry on now. Looks like it might rain, so better get a move on. It's a little bit of a shame that it's not a little bit too dangerous and a little bit too messy to actually get the shots of these, but there's a lovely tree down there, just really sort of craggy. I think on a foggy day that would be absolutely stunning. So we're kind of losing the light now. It feels almost like sort of quite damp in the air, might get a bit of rain coming through, but it's been an interesting sort of afternoon out, bit of scouting around, seeing what's here. So certainly sort of be helpful through the year, come up at different times, get different shots up there. But as always, thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, please do hit the like button. It really helps the channel out, helps me see what's popular and what sort of things are actually sort of working well for people. If there's anything you do want to sort of ask, or if there's any sort of comments you want to make, use the comment section down below. It really does help out know what to actually sort of make the videos from and what sort of things you're interested in. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one.